welcome back to more Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. So, last time, we finished Golden Hour Trace, the final bonus scenario that was added to the PSP version of the game. And yeah, I gave my full thoughts on that, and that also means that, yeah, we've done everything in my new game file for Eternal Punishment as well, which is awesome. So yeah, this time though, we're going to be talking a little bit about New Game Plus. Again, this won't be a super comprehensive guide because I actually don't know everything, the quirks of everything, because yeah, there's still a few things. Because of this version being a lot newer than the PS1 version, there are still a few things I'm not 100% sure on. Mainly about the Innocent Sin Data transfer, but I guess we'll find out anyway. So to start New Game Plus, you need to hit restart. This is known as a news cycle, which I'm pretty sure is what some of the older SMT games called a New Game Plus, and yeah, this is the first Persona game to have a New Game Plus. Apparently there was a New Game Plus of sorts in Megami Tensei, although it worked a little bit weirdly in that game. But yeah, Shin Megami Tensei would have a New Game Plus, but it was only on the GBA and iOS version of the game. So yeah, but yeah, this is the first Persona game to have one. So anyway, let's read what it has to say here. And yeah, pretty much a lot of SD games and Persona games, they have a New Game Plus, which is interesting. So yeah, but this one does look a little bit differently to some of those games. So yeah. Anyway, by importing data from a previous save, you can restart the game from the start of the story. At the beginning, it functions the same as a normal game, so you save over an existing save, but the original data will be lost. So yeah, I'm gonna save over one of these ones, I think. And there we go. So now we get hopped into the game. I can skip the cutscene, which is nice, but yeah, there won't be too much different until we actually start. When we actually get out the Sonas, because at this point in the game I can't access my menu and stuff, so I can't really show everything that gets transferred over. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut until we have our Persona access. So yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Alrighty, so yeah, I'm a little bit confused. You'll see why in a bit, but anyway, a lot of what I did think transfer did transfer, so let's look at our status. So, say Amaya, yeah, everyone starts at level 1. This is actually pretty common for other Persona games. You do carry over your compendium, but you actually just start at level 1. So yeah, it's not like some New Game Pluses do let you carry over your level, but yeah, Persona is a series that generally doesn't do that. So yeah, and yeah, let's go to some other things too. So yeah, skills. All these mazes basically have some beta skills. We don't have anything, and yeah, at this point, yeah, we can't do a Funa spell until Maya learns Aqua. For items, our items do not transfer over, which is why my money is so high. Because yeah, if your items don't transfer, you might as well sell all your extra items. So then you have a lot of money when you start New Game Plus. So that's good. And then yeah, key items, yeah, the only key items I've got. But anyway, as for tarot cards though, every single tarot card that was in my last playthrough has carried over. So yeah, as you can see here, that even includes the full cards and the free tarot cards. So that's really cool. So then yeah, let's go back to the New Game Plus list, just so I'm not missing anything. But yeah, this should be this actually always happens. Actually no. There's one thing that doesn't actually transfer in the PS1 version: your material cards. So yeah, what I recommend doing with these is yeah, buying all the ones at the casino, and then yeah, transfer them over because yeah, why not? Morning Star could be very nice depending on the route you take. So yeah, your skill cards also transfer over. This will be very nice too. It basically means that yeah, I can give my personas really overpowered skills to also breeze through the game, and yeah, we do have some instance cards too. So yeah, so there's that. Now, yeah, equipment, yeah, that doesn't transfer over either, even the stuff you had equipped, but we do get the Karma Ring, though. Of course, you can get a Karma Ring from, a Karma Ring can also, be gone from the Sindar transfer, but yeah. For New Game Plus, though, it will transfer over into this, so yeah, obviously one cuts it out of that, but we actually have two of them, which is nice. Yeah, personas, we don't have a personas from last playthrough. So yeah, that's where the material cards come in. Basically, it's like, yeah, I can, once I do get high enough level, then yeah, I can, refuse them and stuff. So yeah, no problem with that. Does mean that, yeah, start of the game is still going to be bits. So, but yeah, I showed that way start level 1. Analyze data has actually carried over. The only thing that hasn't carried over is bosses. So yeah. It's like, yeah, I can see that, yeah, I got Rangda, for example. Yeah, Ian has all the Rumor Demons, so he ran 2 as well, so yeah. Including the Red Gator. And the Tsuchinoka, because yeah, those are route exclusives, so that's should give us a good idea of what route transferred over, which, yeah, we'll get into. It also shows us the personas we've used as well, so yeah, we can get to see, the personas we've used on last playthrough, so yeah. And that data. Now also goes for full personas and the minor arcana personas. You see that? I got them all, so yeah, very nice. Battle sayings, these shouldn't be any different, but actually, no, there is one thing. With the fusion spells, whatever fusion spells we got on the last playthrough carries over. So apparently, Asteroid Bomb is still in this game either. I don't think we got person that got Asteroid Bomb, but whatever. Maybe another circuit. But yeah, I see that. Yeah, we got Nuclear Jihad, for example. That was when we learned in this playthrough. Pantheon, Pandemonium, all that good stuff. So yeah. So yeah. Just want to show that a little bit. So yeah. And it knocks Havoc damage, so that's good to know. So yeah. But anyway. And then yeah, we got systems. So yeah. You may notice that yeah, I did change the window color here, so yeah. I decided to make it purple for this playthrough just to, change things. But here's the thing that confuses me. So when you do save your game, it does, signify, you have Ellie over there. I think that's supposed to signify, yeah, who the last playthrough was with, but it shows Eriko for some reason. I know my first playthrough wasn't Eriko, this one here, but as you can tell by the game time, and also the stuff that got transferred over, this is definitely the Nandra playthrough we did, so I'm not so sure what that's about. I don't know if that means that, yeah, I need to do Ellie route, that's what's trying to show me that, or I need to do Nandra route again, which would be a little bit inconvenient because of something. We'll see though. I'll figure it out later because there'll be some telltale signs that I want to do of what route I'm gonna need to do. So yeah, there's one thing in the list. So yeah, I guess yeah, we can play a little bit. We'll play a little bit right now, and then yeah, I'll I think yeah, I'll at least go up to maybe the boss, or maybe a little bit after. We'll see. But anyway. Yes, I do want to talk about a few things. So let's go over the list again. We'll see if there's anything I missed out on. But anyway, here's the tutorial for this again. But again, so yeah, there's actually a couple of things I could talk about with he just leaves if you decide not to get the tutorial. So anyway, yeah. So let's go over the list. So analyze data we talked about, tarot cards we talked about, material cards, that's only in the PSP version. So keep that in mind if you're playing the PS1 version. You also need to get a key here, so remember that. Dialogue doesn't matter. I'll talk about that because yeah, I showed all. I mean, it's pretty simple. Basically, yeah. Because I already showed a playthrough of this game, yeah, I don't need to go through all the dialogue again. So yeah. So I'm just gonna speed through it, but yeah, of course, all the dialogue that's important, yeah, I want to, show. But anyway, another thing that'll help us get through this game is, yeah, turning off battle animations. That'll definitely make things go by a lot quicker, so yeah. But anyway, so yeah, back to talking. And yeah, we don't have a fusion spell yet, so we need to do something like this. Anyway. So yeah, tarot cards are tarot cards. Money and casino coins, that's also only in the PSP version, so yeah. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So I'll go for Hammer again. Again, it doesn't really matter what we do at this point in time. I mean that one, yeah, that one's still got a lot of health left. That's okay. Now you see that, yeah, that was going by very quickly when he used the skip the animations like that, which is pretty cool. But anyway, so yeah, my cards that I registered at Time Castle also transfer over. The Karma Ring, which you talked about. This one I'm not so sure about. We do get a level up, and yeah, once again, let's focus on Dex and Agility for this playthrough. It says bonuses grabbed by facilities in town, restaurants, or referee treatments. So I assume, yeah. That means that, yeah, I have, yeah, the referee treatments already unlocked, so yeah. I don't need to spread the rumors again, I assume is what that means, so yeah. Anyway, Major Arcana personas only available via mutation will be displayed in New Game Plus. So that means that, yeah, I don't need to get them again. So, for example, Lu's a pretty good example, because you need to use I'm gonna try to say so yeah, with Lu, yeah, basically you need Ildana to obviously mutate into Lu, but with New Game Plus, if I already did that in my last playthrough, then I don't need to do it again. That's basically what I was trying to say. That also goes for Mott and Parasovina that we also got, as well as the two other sets I haven't got yet, because I feel like they're only in New Game Plus, so yeah, we'll find that out. But anyway, so is single shot good against these guys? I don't think it was, so yeah, I'm gonna just keep doing what we're doing. Again, once I get a Fusion spell, we're gonna start using it, obviously, because we want mutations. But anyway, there is one weird thing though, and that's Maya Prime. So with Maya Prime, is she still in your Velvet Room list? You didn't return her in your new game playthrough, then for some reason you can't actually get her in the new game plus playthrough. It just won't mutate, so that's kind of weird. I did return my Maya Prime because I was running out of space, so that's good, I guess. So yeah, we did that. So probably don't need to worry about that. And yeah, we do have Aqua now, so yeah, we want to use Stone Rise again. So let's do that. Anyway, now this is something that will probably help me out. So if the loaded data comes from, also I can't do Fusion Spell anymore. I guess I'll just Aqua you. Yeah, Night Null is equal to sleep. And there we go. Although she did wake up actually. Ulala, so that's cool. Anyway. So if the lower data comes from an Android playthrough, then the Morning Star will be added to the selection price of Mu content. But if it's an LE playthrough, you get the Accuser's Diary. This basically means that, yeah, in your New Game Plus playthrough, you can get Saiyan and Lucifer in the same playthrough. So yeah, so that will basically show me, hey, what, and the hope is, yeah, that's basically gonna show me what game the game thinks it is, because again, Ellie on the save screen makes me think that it thinks it's actually an Ellie playthrough. The last playthrough was, so yeah. And yeah, if you complete both, then yeah, you get EX dungeons. So yeah, so we could get the Stone Rise. Do we just go after the boss now? I guess we could. Although I wouldn't mind more mutations or more ranks, so yeah, I might do that. Probably don't need to show much more, but yeah. I do want to talk about a few other things before we do end off, because everybody's good for everything. So yeah, stuff that doesn't transfer, we basically kind of get it. So yeah, levels, stats, items and equipment, except for the ones we talked about. And then yeah, money and casino coins, but only in the PS1 version. Those get transferred over in the PSP version. So yeah, again, there's actually quite a bit of differences between the two versions, so you need to keep that in mind. So there we go. And a new mutation for us, but that's okay. But we do get another level up. These will definitely help against the boss, just in case, so yeah. So yeah, that's mainly everything. So yeah, let's talk about a few things related to New Game Plus. So yeah, when I was when I started this playthrough, I'm pretty sure I said something along the lines of, yeah, if I can't get New Game, well, yeah, if I can't get EX Dungeon to appear without New Game Plus, I would end the playthrough. But to be honest, yeah, since I've been playing this game for so long, and also the fact that, yeah, it felt like, yeah, a pretty successful playthrough, in terms of, you know, viewership and stuff. People really enjoyed this one, I felt like. So yeah, I felt like, yeah, I really wanted to, you know, end things on a really high note with the EX dungeon, my first time playing through it, and then, yeah, I can definitely say that, yeah, everything will be complete. Too bad, yeah, again, there's still a little bit of uncertainty, depending on concerning what wild this game thinks it is, so yeah, whether it thinks I beat Eriko last save for Nandro, but we'll see. We'll see about that. But again, yeah, like I said, I've been playing this game for so long that, yeah, I kind of want to, you know, I want to end it all, basically. I really want to end things already high note, especially because, yeah, the EX dungeon does have a lot of cool things in it, so I wouldn't mind showing those off. So, yeah. So that's definitely something I want to do. Look at the Stonerise here, and then, yeah, let's keep it up. My hope is that I don't need to do another playthrough after this, but hey. If I can speed through my first playthrough, then I'll speed through another playthrough. That's what I'll do, so yeah. Anyway. So yeah, what else is to say? I mean, you also have atomic destruction now, that's good. Anyway. So is there anything else I want to say on that matter? I think, yeah, that's my main reason why I'm trying to do this again. Not everything's going to be perfect. Also, yeah, I guess that's another thing too, yeah. I actually don't know how the Innocent Sin data transfer accumulates in this. Of course, yeah, the Ellie thing also makes me think that, yeah, maybe it will take from my other playthrough. I doubt it, because if it takes a lot of things from my Nancho playthrough, then yeah, that probably means that, yeah, it's going to take the one from the Innocent Sin playthrough I did on the channel. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, again, yeah, that obviously a little bit. Yeah, that's one thing I don't know. I don't know how yeah, the Innocent Sin transfer works. Will it do the same one from the last playthrough or not? That's something we're gonna figure out in this playthrough, so yeah. So no worries though. You'll figure it out once, yeah, I get to it. But yeah, there wasn't any information on it, so yeah, that's why I didn't mention it, so yeah. Again, this is a new version of the game. Pretty new version of the game, so people aren't, you know, 100% sure on how, you know, some of the mechanical things work, so yeah. So that's why, yeah, again, we're not so sure how the data transfer works, but yeah, we'll find out. So I'm finding things out, yeah, there's rare mutations. This playthrough will also help me figure out, yeah, whether, we can get the personas that Amrita and Longwon become. If it's only New Game Plus, we'll find out. You could also beat EX Dungeon early as well, so then that will also help me figure that out, so yeah. So that's another thing too, but anyway. You just want interview, but anyway. But in terms of how I'm going to do this playthrough, I'm actually, it's not going to be like a speed run. I still want to do a lot of the extra things because, yeah, that'll set me up for the EX dungeon. Like, you know, grinding up equipment, getting all the rare random encounter personas, all that good stuff, so yeah. So I definitely want to do that. But yeah, in terms of dialogue though, I don't need to do all the unrequired dialogue because I've already shown it in a playthrough, so yeah. So there's no problem there. So yeah, I can basically just speed through the game in that regard. It's just that, yeah, I still want to do a lot of the optional things, so that's going to be a bit of an annoyance, but it's okay. But again, if it's going to help me set up for EX dungeons, so I'm pretty happy with it, but anyway. So yeah, is there anything else that you mention? I guess, yeah, there's one more thing I can mention as well, so yeah, what are my ranks again? Because if they're on the boss, it'd be pretty interesting, but yeah. Yeah, everyone's ranked 5, I didn't get any mutations yet, so... I think I'll keep going. I think I want to get, like, at least one persona to max rank, I think, so yeah. Anyway. So yeah, another thing I should mention too is that, yeah, because I'm going to be spending my time in New Game Plus, it means that, yeah, I'm going to be, I want to have an interim playthrough while I'm going through that New Game Plus. It basically means that, yeah, this will be the game I play in my own time. I'll probably have, you know, something in the background too to keep me, I guess, focused. Again, I've already done 2 playthroughs of this game, so yeah, having something in the background probably makes sense, so yeah. Especially if I'm going to, you know, cheese my way to victory in some regards, so yeah. But anyway. Yes, again, yeah, we do have a lot of, you know, material cards, or spell cards, should be saying. So I can definitely, you know, abuse those to get through the game very easily. So I'll keep that in mind. Anyway.
I'm a champion.
So we take you out, good. And we do get a mutation, that's nice. On Maya Prime. But anyway, I'm not, it's not Prime yet. I hope she can become Maya Prime because Maya Prime is a very good persona as I showed in my main playthrough, so yeah. And yeah, the hope is that, yeah, again, we still can get her because I'm pretty sure I did transport. I did return her at the end of my first playthrough, so yeah. So like I said, yeah, I'll have an interim playthrough. I still need to check if the game works because, yeah, I do have an idea what game I'll play afterwards though. And yeah, if the game I'm thinking of doesn't work, it could be the game I plan to do after this then instead, but we'll find out. We'll see. Again, like I said, I just need a test to make sure, you know,
I'm a champion.
everything's working properly with that game, so yeah, I want to do is the interim. And yeah, I was talking to my friends about this, but yeah, I'm actually thinking a more relaxing game of sorts. Especially because, yeah, again, I've been playing this game for so long, so yeah. Again, something that, you know, can put my mind at ease a little bit, I guess. That could be nice, so that's what I was kind of thinking in terms of that game, but yeah, you'll find out what that game is next time I upload, so yeah. So that's what we'll do, and yeah. Again, I think that's basically everything I'll talk about. Yeah, I was pretty happy with my regular playthrough, and again, if things don't work out with the EX Dungeon,
I'm a champion.
like for example, I need to do like another playthrough, I probably will do another playthrough because that's how determined I am, I guess, but we'll see. It does mean that, yeah, it might be an even longer break until EX Dungeon if that's the case, but yeah. I just hope that isn't the case. I need to do a full playthrough of this game, but we'll find out. It is what it is. But anyway, so we did get a mutation, that's good. I'm probably going to I think I might be good for the boss. Yeah, I probably am. Boss isn't that hard, so yeah. I just kind of want to, you know, chat about a few things. So yeah, again, we'll see how things evolve. Again, it'll definitely depend on, you know, what I learn about this playthrough. So yeah. So we'll see how things work out. But anyway, so that all done. Yeah, I mean that's everything I want to talk about UK Plus. Again, there's still a few things we still need to learn. That'll be once we start EX Dungeon, whenever that happens. So yeah. And again, that won't be for a while because I'm not gonna speed through the game super quick. I don't think I am that skilled. So yeah, I'm basically gonna take it at a measured pace, I guess. Again, I don't need to go through all the optional dialogue, but yeah, I will be, you know, doing the map stuff, find the rare random encounters, you know, all that good stuff. So yeah, and also, you know, preparing Personas 2, can't forget about that. So yeah, although a lot of Persona prep can be done after I beat the final boss, and when I find out I can get the EX dungeons, so yeah, I guess that's no problem there. But anyway, so with that all done, yeah, I mean, that's what I got to say about New Game Plus at the moment. So yeah, again, it's not that amazing. Again, I prefer the New Game Pluses that have a lot more new content. This kind of just, you know, you can't just play it, see the other route, and then you get the EX dungeon at the end. I guess you can count the EX dungeon as the new Game Plus content, although it's a bit different. I do prefer, like, you know, the Xenoblade 2, like I mentioned, because Xenoblade 2, even though, yeah, it is pretty much the same game, it does have some new content I thought was pretty cool, so yeah. It's New Game Plus does mean that, yeah, you have to play through the game again, which isn't the best, but it is what it is. Again, New Game Plus isn't something I super like anymore. I think it's funny because it sounds like really cool on paper, it's just that, yeah, nowadays you don't have, especially when you grow older, it feels like you don't have as much time to play games, so you want to make the most of it, and playing through the same game again might not be the best use of time for some people, so yeah, unless you're really, you know, into the game like I am here, so yeah. Especially if I want to, show off a lot of things. So yeah. But anyway. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Again, is this my favorite New Game Plus in Persona again? I don't think it really is because again, I mean, New Game Plus in Persona I feel like isn't the most necessary thing in the world, but hey, it does unlock some things. Although to be fair, a lot of those things could probably just have been unlocked in a record playthrough, like Persona 4 and Persona 5. You get some super bosses, but only in New Game Plus. And then also Persona 4 and Persona 5. The protagonist Alter Persona is also New Game Plus only, and in Persona 5's case, it also counts towards Compendium, which is quite annoying, so yeah. Second, yeah, the series isn't that great with New Game Plus to be fair, but it is what it is. Anyway, again, like I said, it's not the New Game Plus, it's a cool thing, but it doesn't always appeal to everyone, so yeah, that's just the deal with it, so yeah. But anyway. So that done, yeah, I'm gonna start playing through this, and then yeah, I'm also gonna be, starting work on my interim playthrough, and yeah, that should be a fun one as well, especially if it proves a very relaxing experience for me. So anyway, so yeah, well done, yeah. Next time, yeah, we're going to be starting that interim playthrough, and then I'm gonna be making my way through New Game Plus on my own time. So yeah, look forward to that, and look forward to what I'm installed next, and yeah. I'll see you guys either for that interim playthrough or the EX dungeon, hopefully. So yeah, thank you for watching. A ton of publisher up to this point, but yeah, it ain't over yet. Hopefully, it ain't over until I say it's over. Let's just say so. Yeah, I hope you look forward to all of that, and yeah, I'll see you guys again for that.